G'day guys, what's going on? This is Matt here again for another episode of Having the Act podcast. I'm actually doing something a bit different today. I'm actually recording this as well as actually doing a TikTok live. So if anyone's actually listened to this who actually was on my TikTok live, well, good on you. So it's been a long time since I've made a podcast. Been a fucking long time since I made a podcast episode. Hopefully everyone on TikTok can actually understand me. I'm actually going to find out how I can actually put my phone onto the thing so my mic can go through the thing as well. G'day. I've got my first silent one on here, actually on... Oh, okay. No. I've actually got all sorts of people on here at the moment. Now, today's episode for today's podcast is actually about mental health. Now, mental health to me is very important because I actually suffer through it myself. G'day, TY. TY is sending likes. Thank you very much for that, mate. Got another one coming in. I'm actually going to slide across so then I can actually see who the hell's actually sent me messages and that type of shit. Because it makes the font bigger. You have to see my bloody mug on there. So today's mental health. Mental health, fuck me. That is one of the things that I find that is just bullshit today. People don't give a fuck about it in some ways unless you're a Sheila. But the thing is that I'm not just saying that because this is the way it is, but I'm just saying that because that's what I've seen on telly, what I've read in the papers and shit like that. It is true. I'm sorry to say it, but it is fucking true. Now, if you want a little bit of background on my little mental health, I've got PTSD, I've got anxiety, I've got depression, and I'm an overthinker. Put that all into big one thing of soup, and then you've got some fucking good soup there to eat, haven't you? Put a bit of bread with it, you'd be right. Now, the thing is, I'm not just got all those things as well. I've got a lot of things going on. A lot of things. Now, the whole thing is, right, is that not many people really fully understand this, do they? They don't understand about mental health, unless they're going through it themselves. Now, I've actually been getting told off people, oh, no, you'd be right. Just go and, just take it easy and, just relax. You got to let things go. Oh, let's get fuck sound, mate. You can't just turn around and just let things go just because, just flick it off like a fucking switch. You can't do that. You cannot do that. I don't care who you are. You just fucking can't. And if you've been through the amount of trauma that someone like me has actually gone through, that is fucking bullshit. You can't. Now, I know for a fact there are more people out there who are worse than me. I know that. Fuck, there are some people out there who are just plain simple, just bad. And I feel so sorry for those people. Now, the whole thing is with me is that it's so fucking hard just to let it go. Because you can't. You can't just turn around and just flick off a switch and just say, righto, get over it. You can't. You just fucking can't. I don't care who you are. You can try. Fucking hell, you definitely can try. But you can't. Now, I've actually got someone on here who actually is a big fan of this podcast, and I'm very sorry I have not actually done an episode in such a long time, and he's been wanting me to do an episode, so I'm going to say a personal shout out to Bailey. How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well, and I'm so sorry about hearing about your dog dying. I'm very sorry about that. First comment on TikTok Live. How are you doing? I'm doing great, mate. This is my podcast. It's on Spotify, Apple, Google, all that type of shit. It's on Deezer as well. If you're from Europe, it's called Having a Yak. You'll see me on the front, leaning over like a thing, looking over the ocean. go have a look, mate, and you'll see all my episodes on there. I just thought I'd give this a bit of a change, mate, give this a bit of a difference and actually do a live on here, because I've actually got actually half decent following on here. Now, on TikTok live, you won't hear as good as what on here is. But I just want to find out exactly if I can actually put on because I'm using the Rodecaster Pro, Rodecaster Pro, Procaster, whatever it is, and I'm actually going to be putting that onto there. So then you guys can hear what I'm actually saying on here. You can actually hear all the things, and then we can just do what we do. But as I was saying, it just can't. You cannot turn it off. And like I said, Bailey, oh fuck, there goes my phone. Oh man, I knew this would happen. There's always a little mishap. I don't know why, but there's always mishaps when it comes to phones. I'm actually charging my phone at the moment. I've only got 45% left on my phone, so I'm actually charging my phone. We have some water. I've got some cola here too. And the thing is, right, I've got so much shit on my desk, it's unreal. Like, you guys on TikTok, you can't see how much shit I've actually got on my desk. It's unreal. But everyone who's on my podcast, on my stuff, and listen to this, go onto TikTok and look up the big grizzly bear Aussie, and one word, and then you'll find me, and then follow me, and then you'll see the lives as well. Now, a usual episode that I do is about between half an hour to an hour, sometimes even 2 hours. Sometimes depends on what I'm talking about. But anyway, as I was saying there before, mental health is just bullshit. It really is. It really is bullshit. The way that it's been treated, the way it's been diagnosed, the way it's just been handled, and the way it's just been proceeded. Now, how long is it going to take for people to get it? How long is it going to take, or how many people it's going to fucking take to actually get people to understand, right? And how long is it going to fucking take for people to actually figure out, shit, this poor bastard's actually got a problem. And actually, we might have to give this bloke a bit of a hand. But shit, we can't understand it. That's probably because you're not doing nothing about it. That's probably because you're just handballing it off the next person, or the next person, or the next person after that. It's bullshit. Like I said, I've got the 3 big things. And it's shocking. It really is. It's fucking shocking. And the whole thing is that you just can't do it. You can't just do it by yourself. Trust me, I've tried. And you just cannot do it. And the whole thing is that people just will not support you in some ways because they think, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Because if you worry about it, there might be a problem. If there's a problem, shit, there might actually be a thing we gotta have to do. Geez, what a shocker that would be. The thing is, people, is that someone who is going through mental health problems have to get help. They have to try and say, is it safe for me to even say anything? Is it really safe for me to say or do anything? Because I'm telling you right now, it took me a long, long, long time to actually get up the courage and to say, I'm not okay. I'm just not okay. And what's it like? Like I said, what's it going to take for people to really understand it? Like, I come from a very different background, like a real different. Like I come from a time of a background that involved alcohol, domestic violence, just all those bad things. I can't really say too much because it is pretty grim. But you can just imagine. Now the whole thing is that I'm not saying all this or doing all this just to get shit, or just get people to go, oh, I'm so sorry, I feel sorry for you. That shit doesn't help. Getting attention doesn't help. Getting someone actually to say to you, yeah, like you'd be right, mate. Yeah, you'd be right. Now that's the other thing. That's the thing that's really, really fucked me off in some ways, that we're still doing what we're doing. You're okay in my book, bro. Say a strong. Yeah, this is what I mean. I've got to swipe over so I can see better. Oh, fuck, that's better. You're okay, bro, in my book. Okay, I got to read all that again. Sorry. You're okay in my book, bro. Stay strong, my friend. You're bringing awareness. That's all. Yeah, well, that's exactly right, mate. This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I am trying to do. I am trying to bring awareness, and this is the thing, because I went to the doctor. I went to the doctor there about a month ago, and I've been since. I've told her. I've told the doctor a month ago, okay, my mental health is not doing too good, and I need fucking help. I need fucking help now. I didn't say fuck, but you know what I mean. I need help now. I have said to her I have felt suicidal. And the thing is too, guys, I can't say too much because of TikTok and because of the community guidelines. You can't say too much. But the whole thing is that I felt suicidal. I felt that shit is going to happen if something does not change. I need to talk to someone right now. It's as simple as that. And thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that too, by the way. There's a comment on TikTok. Thank you. And the thing is that I was bad. Like, I was shocking. It took a lot of courage for me to go into that doctor's and actually say that. Now, first off, I was on about 20 grams of this tablet. I don't know what it is. I can't remember what the name of it is. Some fucking antidepressant, some shit. Then they chucked it on another 20. So I'm on 40 now. I'm a bit better, but I'm not the same. I'm not normal. Fuck. What's such thing as normal these days? Really, what's such thing as normal? There's no such thing as normal anymore. But they reckon that most mental health issues are chemical imbalances in the brain. Probably are. So hang on a sec. So if you're waking up and you say, oh, I've got mental health issues because of chemical imbalance in my brain. Oh, okay. Why don't you say that to a woman who's been ARD? I can't say the actual name because of TikTok, but you know what I mean when I say ARD. And then she has some trauma from that. Oh, she's got a chemical imbalance. Right. Okay. So what about this? How about okay? What about a veteran who goes over to war, gets shot at, gets blown, fucking all sorts of shit from war, comes home with PTSD? He's only got a chemical imbalance. So this is what I mean, guys. I've heard this so many times, is that they're whacking labels on something that's not even the fucking cause. And they reckon that the chemical imbalances are the main cause of all fucking mental illnesses. No, it's not. Some, yeah, some. definitely. There are some causes of some mental illnesses that are chemical imbalance. Probably the main one's probably bipolar. That's genetic. That's chemical imbalance. And some other bloody things, I suppose. But the whole thing is that PTSD is not a fucking chemical imbalance. That's trauma. Anxiety could be somewhat chemical imbalance, but it is also trauma. Depression is not chemical imbalance. It can be in some stages, but it is also trauma. I know. I've got it. I've experienced it. I've got it now. I've experienced it now. I think I know what the fuck I'm talking about. No, I'm not no fucking doctor. No, I'm not no fucking psychologist. No, I'm not so medical profession. I'm just talking to you from experience. I'm talking to you from a day-to-day living with it. Now, overthinking is also not a chemical imbalance. That is also trauma. That is also a few things to do with trauma. When you've been neglected of certain childhood needs, like love, affection, and all that type of shit, respect, and just general kindness, that shit can affect you. Fucking oath it can. That shit can really affect you. Fuck. Look at me. I'm prime fucking example. Shit like that can really affect you. And it will affect you. But that's right, you're supposed to get over it. You're supposed to get help, which is what you're supposed to do. Yes, that is correct. But how can you possibly get help with something? Because that's all they say to you. Oh, just go and get help. You'll be fine. We'll slap a label on you, put some tablets on you, and then you'll be fine. Go live your day-to-day life. Nah, mate. Nah. Doesn't work like that. Nah. Does not work like that at all. Day-to-day life of someone like me is hard. It is fucking hard. Someone who's got PTSD or even CPTSD, who's got depression, who's got anxiety, who's got a overthinking syndrome, because I'm all three: PTSD, anxiety, depression, and overthinking. I've got all of them. See, the thing is, right, if you turn around and actually say that you've got so many problems and you go to a doctor and you say to them, right, I've got these amount of problems and this is what's going on with it and this is what I think is going to go, or what I think is going to happen. Well, can you give me a hand with it? Can you help me with it? Yeah, well, we can do this, but we'll give you this and 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 give you that and give you this. They don't actually tell you, especially the doctors. I know normal GPs or normal general practitioners or whatever you call them. I know that that they can turn around and say, well, we can't really do much because we're just general doctors. We're not psych doctors. Right, but you are doctors, but aren't you? You're supposed to be studying all aspects of medical conditions. So you should have some idea what the fuck is going on. Now, the whole thing is that the handball effect. Now, in Australia, if you know handball, and you know it's just a handball with a football. Where the fuck is my water gone? Right, it's here. And the whole thing is that it just turns around to just being a handball in motion. Pass on to the next doctor, and the next doctor, and the next doctor, and the next doctor, and the fucking next doctor. It's always been like that. Well, it has been with me anyway. Now, like I said to you there before, I went to the doctor and I told him what's going on and all that type of shit. And then she more or less said to me, well, okay, we'll do a bit of a health plan for you and then we'll see what we can do. You got to answer these questions. I think it was something like I don't know, about 10 questions or something like that. Like, how do you feel restless? Do you feel this? Do you feel that? Blah, blah, blah. And apparently I was high. Score a high range. And the whole thing was, right, is that she said, well, they'll get in touch with you to talk to you about getting into a psych doctor, a therapist, a psychiatrist, shit like that. Well, it's been a bit over a month and I still haven't heard nothing. I literally had to go to the doctor to actually what was it? Yeah, I had to go to the doctor for some bloody reason. I had to get something done. I had to get fucking something fixed because I was suicidal, mate. I was actually suicidal. I was attempting to kill myself again because my head was so fucked. Okay? It was so fucked. And the whole thing is that they couldn't rush me. They couldn't rush something to get done that fucking day. Yes, it might have been 4:30 in the afternoon. Okay. But why couldn't they go? Because where the hospital is, right? You got the hospital here, you got the like a general clinic here, and then you've got the psych ward over there, and you got this over there. And it's like a whole fucking complex of the hospital. Now, in the psych bed, I'm going to call it a psych bed. It's like a psychiatrist, shrinks, and all that type of shit. Why couldn't they say, right, I need you to get your ass over there right now and then talk to someone right here and they can organise something for you that day? But they can't because it's all bloody shut. G'day to all the people who have just joined. Welcome to the podcast. I'm having a yak. That's my podcast name. Go check it out. It's on all major platforms. Now, the whole thing is, and you'll get the most Australian sense of anything you want to know about Australia or just the way we talk or the way I talk, you'll see it on there. You also get interviews with my nana and my mother, with my two little nieces on there as well, and just, yeah, it's good. It's a good show. Well, I haven't done one in such a long time. But why couldn't they just do something like that for me? Now, that was a month ago, right? Like I said, I done that. And then I said this right now. I said, I need help right now. What the fuck are you going to do for me? Oh, well, we got to make up another help plan for you because it got lost. It got lost. Okay. So how the fuck are we supposed to deal with this? How the fuck are you supposed to be a so-called doctor or healthcare professionals, excuse me, and just lose me paperwork? Don't get it. I don't get it. That's all right. We'll make a new one for you and they'll get in touch with you in the next few days. Well, that was last week, mate. Last week, Thursday. How many was it? Friday. Something like that. And, yeah, still haven't heard nothing from them. And so, anyway, I'm doing a bit better now. Doing all right now. The thing that I'm doing now is just working through it, doing what I got to do, and just basically just doing the best I can. Anyone with mental health will tell you that exactly. You just got to do what you got to do, work the way you work, and just keep yourself busy, because as soon as you're not busy, this is the thing that people without mental health I don't think there'd really be many people without mental health, at least one issue or not, there'll be at least one person out there with something. There's always something for someone. Like if you have not got not one mental issue in your life, ever, fucking, yeah, you're better than everyone else, I'm telling you. Because you can't go in this life without anything wrong with you. You really fucking can't. Oh, come on, really. Well, unless you just grew up in a fucking bubble, one rock, or a very, very sheltered, wrapped in cotton wool type fucking thing too. But then at the same time, it's actually been proven if you've been brought up like that too, it's actually been bad for you as well because you haven't experienced nothing. You haven't, and if you do something wrong, you feel that fucking anxious about. There you go, mental health, anxiety. So here's the thing. Go Noodles, how you doing, mate? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, hey Grizzly, how you doing? This is my podcast recording. And what we're talking about today is mental health, and I'm saying some very personal stuff. Very personal stuff. I'm good. How about yourself? I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. How are you going? I should really ask, how are you going? And the whole thing is, guys, is that you can't go through life without any mental health issues at all. You really can't. And the whole thing is that if you do, well, then you're just, yeah. I'm doing okay, struggling a bit, but okay. Yeah, well, having a little bubba. It gets like that sometimes. I should really get you on here, Noodles, as a first-time mum. If you've got Discord, let me know, and because I'm actually doing another episode tomorrow, and I'll probably get you on here or whatever you want to do. I'm actually what I want to do. This is what I really want to do. I want to find out. I'm pretty sure you can. Oh, geez, why wouldn't you? I really want to get. You do have your Discord. Okay, very good. Because I can actually get you on Discord, because then I can put you through the computer. This is the joys of having a roadcaster. I can put you nearly through fucking 100 different fucking types of formats. Because I would like to get you on here to talk about being a first-time mother with mental health, if you want to. If you want to. I'm not suggesting do anything, but if you want to. Now, the... Oh, yeah. Now, the whole thing is, guys, is that shit has to be done. It has to be done now. And the whole thing is that some people just don't realize that, well, what the fuck? How can something not be done? There are literally people out there who are struggling. Literally struggling. And it makes me really fucking upset. It makes me real fucking angry to not have something done with this. Like, how long does it have to take for someone to realize that something has to be fucking done? How long? There are countless people fucking dying. There are countless people getting harassed, getting bullied. Cyberbullying is one of the biggest fucking things. There are people, veterans, who have come back from war, who have left the army with PTSD. They're dying. They're committing suicide every fucking day. Why can't we help those poor bastards who have given so much of themselves to help us? Why can't we do something to help them? Why can't we give a good hand. Like I know there's a lot of people out there, a lot of things out there that will give people a hand with it all. I know that. Fucking hell. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of stuff out there that you can ring or you can talk to or shit like that. Yes. But I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about just general stuff. Like, okay, you can talk to someone. That's fine. You talk to someone and then you discuss your problems, you discuss your issues, and you discuss everything else like that. But, okay, then you get off the phone. Now, like I was going to say to you there before, but I got distracted. Sorry. But like I said to you before, the worst time to be on your own when you got mental health issues is at night. That is what I call the dangerous time. Dangerous time, why? Because you're alone. Everyone's asleep. Now, I'm going to say this right now to everyone on TikTok right now and on here. I am so honoured because one of my close mates are in the live right now. Noodles is one of my closest friends on here, as well as her best friend Amanda. Now, the whole thing is that I've got such a good community of people on TikTok that I can go into, I can talk to, and everything like that. There's so many different people on here I can talk to. I've got people from Germany, England, America, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand. I've got people from Norway, all over the place. All over the place. I've got someone to talk to if I wanted to. The thing that I feel very, very, very sad about is that sometimes you just can't talk to people. They're there, they're willing to talk to you, and they want to talk to you if you wanted to talk to them. But the whole thing is that they will not, or you will not be able to talk to them. Hi, bestie. How you doing, mate? The whole thing is that there's a lot of people out there who are struggling because they've got no one. They've got absolutely no one. Like I said, I've got a loving family. My brother, he's one of my best mates. Really, he is. He's annoying as fuck, but he's one of my best mates. One of my friends that I've had since school, I've been mates with him for nearly 15 years. And the thing is that he's my brother too. I've actually got two brothers, really. I got one biological brother, and I've got one adopted brother. Now, my adopted brother, he is one of my closest friend. Like, he's been through everything with me. He's helped me go through everything. And I'm very honoured to have him in my life. I'm very honoured to have Noodles in my life, Amanda in my life, Sally, Rusty and all them. I'm so honoured to have all those guys in my life. Noodles is actually part of my Facebook page as well. She's actually on my friends list. And so is Amanda. I'm pretty sure she won't mind me calling her out. You know, I'm pretty sure she won't. I don't think she would really give a fuck. I don't think. But the whole thing is, I want to get messages out to the Noodles. And what I'm actually going to do is go on to. You're all good, lols. Now I want to get my profile up on here so then I can give that to Noodles. So Noodles, and then you can add me on to your thing. It's basically just Big Grizzly Aussie 89. Pretty simple. All lowercase, all one word. Big Grizzly Aussie 89. What I should really do is actually make up a bio. Get one of those Linktree things everyone's bloody got, or just make up a Discord server for everyone who wants to come on to the podcast and just talk about shit, and if you want to come on, make sure you're on the TikTok live for one, so then you know that I'm actually recording the podcast, and two, then if you want to come on to Discord, well, I can go on here and I can put you on here. So anyway, that's the other thing. So you got that. The only thing is that I can't hook you up onto here, so then you can hear this, but you can hear the mic from the thing anyway. So that's all right. That's not much of a big problem, is it really? So anyway, like I was saying, so many things can go wrong when it comes to mental health. So many things can go right when it comes to mental health. Some things can go terribly wrong, but fucking all good. And Noodles, just to clarify, mate, have you got the name? Did you hear me what I said, or have you wrote it down, or did you want me to say it again? Because I can. Grizzly Bear Aussie 89. That's my name. And the thing is, right, guys, is when it comes to it, don't fight it either. And the thing is that you can't fight it. You can try, trust me, you can bloody try to fight it. Fuck, mate, you can try to fight it. But you're not going to win. It will tear you down and it will rip you to shreds. The only way it won't come up. All right. What's your name, mate? Just type in the comments or even just send it to me through Messenger on Facebook, and then I'll add you on here through that. How's that sound? They put it on the live because I want you to expose your Discord. Just send it to me through Facebook Messenger, and then I can do it like that if you want to do it like that. But actually, if you want to, I can give you a call on Facebook Messenger. You don't have to worry about Discord. Because I've actually got the app on my computer here, and I can just ring you up. But if you want to still have me on there, sure, why not? Okay, now I got to find you now. I got so many people out here. Can you just send me the issue and just say hi? Just go on to my name and just say hi. Because then your name would go bing, straight on top of the list. No. Oh, hey, Jimmy. What's going on, mate? I thought it was you for some reason. I don't know why. This is a completely different thing. Yeah, Jimmy. How you doing, mate? Now my mate's talking to me now. But yeah, it's a big thing. It's a big thing. There you go. What's he gonna say now? Fuck's sake. Don't know what he's gonna do. Yeah. Hang on a minute, guys. I just gotta do this for 2 seconds. Oh, fuck, that hurts. I'm so used to using my thumb for a space, but because I don't have a bit of an accent with me wood, oh, she bloody hurts. No worries, mate. Let me know. All right. Nicky. How's it going, Nicky? All right, Nick, I'm going to give you a call. Hopefully this works, guys. So bloody cross your fingers and cross your bloody nuts because hopefully this fucking works. All right, let's see. Oh. Oh, give him a ring. Hey. What's going on?
Not much.
All right. Now I've got the volume here. All right. There you go. How you going?
Yeah, not too bad.
All right. So, you're a first time mother, ain't you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Imagine getting Amanda on here. I reckon she'll love it.
yeah.
I reckon she would have a fucking ball on here, mate.
She would be like over the moon doing it, I reckon.
Oh. Yeah, I should really get her, you, me, and a couple of L's on here. I reckon it'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
So what? Oh, I can hear little Bubba.
Yeah, she just woke up.
Oh, jeez. All right. Oh, no. Oh, no, don't start crying. I've had a lot of experiences with that with the nephews and nieces. It's shocking. Oh, jeez. So how's your mental health when it comes to being a first time mother?
Uh, all over the place, to be honest. Like, especially since I live alone without my partner. So, because we live different houses, so it's like I'm 24/7 looking after her, and just like it can be a struggle sometimes. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But
That's a bastard. That's a bastard, I tell you. So
yeah.
so why are you living in separate houses? Can you say or not?
Financial issues, just because like we both aren't working at the moment, which makes things harder and everything. So yeah, it's just that. Also, because it's like he has his own house with someone else, and I'm renting this little shit house, basically. So yeah.
See, this is the thing. People can't actually hear what you're saying on TikTok. So I'm very sorry about that, guys, but you know how it is. Listen to the podcast on Spotify and Google and Apple and Deezer and fuck knows where else. But yeah, it's shocking when it comes to mental health and that. And the thing is that probably the big leading cause of first time mothers is postnatal. Have you been talked to about that?
Um, no, I haven't. But like, I'm like bored, like close to it.
Yeah.
I've got to go get tested and stuff again for it, and that see someone for it and everything. But because I already suffer anxiety and depression real bad before Bubba's came along, it's like just makes it worse.
Yeah,
So
yeah, well, that's it. It just adds on to the stockpile, doesn't it?
yeah,
And that's the worst thing of all. See,
yeah,
what people don't realise when it comes to first time mothers is that it actually does happen, and it does
yeah.
actually happen to a lot more people than what you think. Now, people on TikTok, she just said to me, I just asked her that question, and she more or less just said that she has got anxiety and depression before she had the baby. So it's not something that's just commonly just pops up. It does happen. And okay, I know for a fact that I know a few people who actually had a kid each time they actually had a kid, they actually got postnatal real bad, and it's shocking for women. And I reckon a lot more awareness should actually be for that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying to you there before. That it should be a lot more awareness for everything, don't you think?
Yeah, a lot more awareness.
Like just for your point of view, what do you reckon should be done? Like, what should actually be done and said?
Um, Oh, I don't know really. It's but just like you mentioned and everything, just having like more support out there that's like not just like the support of like where you call someone and then like have a phone conversation and then just hang up and then it's nothing. Like I totally agree with there should be more than that because
Yeah.
I have been one of those people at the end of it where I have rung up for help and like it works while you're on the phone for a while, but then I am known as a self-harmer, so
Mm.
once the phone's hung up, it's like you're left in your own dark thoughts again, and it's like you feel like nothing's been concluded in that, and you haven't really got the help. So,
Yeah.
like myself, I have sometimes called up, got the help, got advice in that, but it was advice I've heard many, many times before that didn't help me and then I sit there dwelling on my thoughts, and that's when I become dangerous to myself and end up cutting or I try to overdose in that and feel like I haven't had any help. So
Yeah.
there needs to be more help out there that's like 24/7, not just like a quick phone call that ends. There needs to be, I think, more home visits and stuff to help people, especially people in financial issues and that. That's how I feel. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that is fucking well spoken, very well spoken, and that's basically what I've been saying too. But that is definitely well spoken. For everyone who's on TikTok, make sure you go and listen to what this woman has to say. It is so well spoken, and the thing is that so many people, like I said, do not understand it, and will not understand it. They're very arrogant in some ways and very ignorant about it all. I know that's the correct way of saying it, but I don't really give a fuck. But the whole thing is that people just don't talk about it as much. Oh, I'm having this, I'm having that. But the whole thing is that they also have this so-called mental health issues just to get attention,
Yeah.
and they say, "Oh, I can't do this because I've got anxiety."
Yeah.
Really? Like, okay, like you don't treat that as a joke, guys. You don't treat it like every Tom, Dick, and Harry has anxiety. But and then they say, "Oh, I do this because I can't do that." Okay,
Yeah.
now don't just quickly judge either. Some people do have it. But the whole thing is that some people take advantage of it. Now I've just got this comment on here. My partner had postnatal, and it was tough time for all of us. It does get tough, mate. It really does get tough. The mother struggles. The father even struggles himself. But it just gets one of those type of things done at Nick.
Hmm. Just need to support each other and be there for each other. That helps a lot. So, yeah.
That's the whole thing, isn't it? Support is one of the biggest things, isn't it?
Yeah. Look, just take as much support as you can when it's offered. That's what, like, because for me, I'm lucky. I've got my partner when he is here. I've got Amanda too, where she's like lets me come over to her house and children. Like last night, I went to her house and she just looked after Bubba's for me,
She
so I
did
can just
too.
have that breather and just unwind for myself and that, and also have like the friendship side of like being able to vent with her or just like
Yeah.
not be a mum for a couple of seconds in that for a while just to like refresh and everything, and like just things like that helps, just trying to find time for yourself just to unwind. But it can be hard because you got to be with the baby basically 24/7, but just like even asking your own partner just to like watch the baby for like an hour or so and just go for a drive, and that helps because that's what
Yeah.
I do and it helps me. Like it doesn't help everyone, but just finding that time helps as well. So
Yeah, well, that's
yeah.
exactly right. You need time for yourself. You need your partner
Mm.
needs time for himself. You need time for yourself, especially when you're
Yeah.
first time parents. That I'm telling you, like I had to look after my nephew when he was first born, and I was with my brother and his partner at the time, and I'm telling you right now, it is hard. It is so fucking hard, mate. And the whole thing is that to everyone out there who's doing it, you've got a bloke yourself and that, but there are some mothers out there who are doing it literally by themselves, and I give so much praise for those parents who actually do that.
Well, my mother raised my sister and I by herself because she went through an abusive relationship, and she had to leave for the safety of my sister and I when we were babies because we're only a year apart.
Yep.
And she ended up raising us by herself and that. And she even told me how much of a struggle it was for her and everything, and how lucky I am that I've actually got a partner to help me. But just like hearing her story and everything was just like inspired me to go, well, she can get through it, I can get through it. And yeah, it's my heart goes out for those mothers that do it by themselves and still manage to stay strong or try and stay strong and get through it and everything, because they're the ones that remind me that there's a reward at the end of it, all the struggle and that, and that's just the little precious bundle of joy you got in your arms. So yeah, that's what keeps me going. So
that's the way it is. That is literally the way it is. Like I said, guys, because I've actually got about 3 or 4 people on here now. If you want to listen to everything what she's saying as well, make sure you go on to the podcast, having the yak, and then you'll hear everything. Yeah. Well, I'm going to let you go, mate, because I reckon you don't have to look after little Bubba. But just go back on the live and you'll hear the rest of the interview or the rest of the show.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Nick. I really appreciate it, mate.
You're welcome.
All right. Catch you later.
See ya.
Bye. All right. So that was Nick. She's one of my close mates, and she'll be back on live in a sec. The postnatal is bad for mental health. It is shocking for mental health. It really is. But now that we've covered the mothers, we've covered just normal people. Now let's cover something that's actually really personal to me. The youth, the young, the vulnerable, the innocent, some, I suppose. The way you look at it, I suppose. But the whole thing is that the young, the teenagers, back when I was growing up, we didn't have the internet. Well, we did back in 1998 or 99, 2000. That was the start of all evils. And I will say that too. It was literally the start of all evils. Looks like Nick's back on. Very good. Now, the whole thing is, right, hang on. Got another comment here. Who pushed through it? The people my age and younger are taken advantage of, and I have movement. Hang on. The people of my age and younger are taking advantage of. That I have movement. Okay. I have movement. Okay. So the young teenagers. Oh fuck. You poor bastards, I tell you. Like I was saying, we didn't really have too much cyber bullying back when I was in school. We had enough, but we didn't have too much. Not as much as today. Jeez, nowhere near as much as today. Now, the whole thing is when it comes to this is that it just gets overbearing. It really does. It gets really overbearing by how much influence there actually is to people today, especially in teenagers. You've got TikTok. You've got Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. You've got fucking all sorts of shit. There's that many different apps that go on. It's unreal. Literally unreal how many fucking apps there are for kids to go on and just see everything. And that's the other thing. the thing that really annoys me, there's actually a commercial right now that is, it's like doing I think it's for, is it for Dove? I think it is. I think it is. Or no, or was it the other mob? It doesn't really matter. Some fucking mob anyway. But the whole thing is that it's a commercial of a girl who's looking at models, and then she's got like a tablet, and what she's got this tablet, and she's like sliding across, and it's turned from someone who's like say, like 28, and then sliding across to someone who's like 16 or 14, something like that, and it's like literally it's like a young girl. I reckon she'd be about 14, 15. I reckon this girl would have to be. The body image bullshit. That is one of the biggest killers in teenagers or teenage girls today. I'd reckon. I nearly would reckon that. Boys, they have a different thing altogether. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm not one for the image positivity by Dove. It is by Dove, right? Okay. That's what I'm scared of with my little girl when she's older. Yeah, well, that's exactly the whole thing, Nick. And thanks for the comments there too. What's your name? I reckon it'd have to be Bunning Snags. I reckon that the Bono Snags. Good on you. That's a good name, mate. That's a really good name. The whole thing is when it comes to that is that it's bad, mate. It's shocking. Like these girls are seeing these models in Paris and Japan and that type of shit, like, you know, for the big fashion weeks, and they're thinking, this is what everyone wants. This is literally what everyone wants. I can tell you right now, I don't want that. Nah. I honestly think that a woman with the stretch marks, with the big jilly belly and that, and just a natural look. Do you realise, guys, how attractive it is when you see a woman with stretch marks? That means she's a real woman. She's not a stick. She's a real woman. Now, the whole thing is, when it comes to this type of shit too, is that social media is one of the biggest fucking things when it comes to this shit. Hang on a minute. Social media has ruined it for a lot of young people, especially young girls. Yes, exactly right, mate. It fucking has. That made me smile hearing that. Yeah, well, it's true, Nick. It's true. True men love true women. The real natural beauties. Boys like all the skinny things, the tight ass, the perky tits and all that type of shit. Boys like that. Men, real men, like women. Proper, natural beauty women. The busty, cleavagey, just all round good women. And you know what the funny thing is? No one likes them. Why? Because society thinks that they're not acceptable, that they're too fat, they're too chubby, they're this, they're that. They can't fit in a size 10 fucking dress. You can't see you have to see their ribs and their fucking backbones. That all goes to mental health, guys. That's all mental health. And it is one of the biggest killers, mate. I'm telling you. One of the biggest killers. If you've got any questions, please let me know in the comments, please. And I'll answer them as best as I can. I'm not talking as a medical professional here, guys. I'm not talking like I'm a doctor, a psych, a shrink, any healthcare professional or any social worker or anything like that. I've got no experience in that shit. What I have got is experience in life. I've got experience in trauma, alcohol abuse, drug abuse, sexual abuse, all that shit. All of it. I've got experience in all of it. And the thing is, it is so fucking bad when it comes to dealing with this type of shit. And it's so fucking bad in actually having people out there who think that just because you've said something that everything's going to be okay. It's not going to be okay. People with pain are not okay. People who have got postnatal are not okay. People with PTSD, not okay. People who turn around to you and say, I'm all right, I'm fine, I'm okay, they're fucking not. If they don't want to talk to you about their problems, listen here. This is something that I want, that I crave all the time. I'll get back onto the young kids in a minute, but this is what I just thought about this, is that people who don't want to talk about their mental health are the ones who are struggling inside. They are literally screaming outside, or inside I should say. They're literally screaming, help, help. There are so many people out there who are struggling silently, and I'm telling you right now, because I was one of them, they are the ones you got to give the biggest fucking hug to. If you know anyone who is suffering through mental health, anyone who is suffering through anything at all, go up to them and ask them, are you okay? No, I'm not. Are you sure you're okay? I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Listen, talk to me. Are you sure you're okay? If they say, no, I'm fine, leave me alone. If you've asked 3 times, don't ask any more. Just go up to them and give them a hug. If they don't want a hug, that's fine. But just let them know that you're there. That is one thing that's one advice I'm going to give everyone on here and everyone on TikTok right now. That is one piece of advice I'm going to give you guys for free right now. Always give someone a hug if they want it. Don't just go up to any random person and just give them a hug. Don't do that shit. I'm not saying do that. If you've got half a brain, you would understand why I'm saying it. The whole thing is that you can't just assume that everyone's okay. You can't. So just go up to someone and just give them a hug. And just say, I've got you. I've got you, mate. That's what us Aussies would say, but I've got you, mate. Don't worry about it. She's all right. No matter what happens, mate, I fucking got you. Get on your Roma. Of course, you had to say something. But the whole thing is, guys, is that you just can't assume that everyone's okay. Because most of the fucking time, they're not. They're fucking not. And the whole thing is that even if you're if you're at home and you see your mum kind of upset or your dad upset or, something like that, do what I do to my mum. Now, my mum is a short ass. She's about 5'8". She's a real short ass. I'm about 6'7", as I've told people. I go up to her. Now, Nick, you're going to get a good laugh at this one. I go up to her and I literally give her one of the biggest fucking bear hugs of all, to the point where she goes, I'm actually squishing her. And I always say to her, she'll be right, Mum. I've got you. See, the thing is, right, I've actually got a video on TikTok, and it's a duet with this Sheila who's doing sign language, and I've got to turn that down now because otherwise you'll hear all the computer sounds. The thing is, I completely forgot what I was going to say. Remind me in the comments. Remind me. Oh, that's right. Sorry. All good. Just remembered. Is she was talking about this person's got a big heart, and I've been through terrible times and all that type of shit, but I wanted to see people smiling. That is true. That is true. The thing that I've always wanted to do is make sure that everyone is smiling around me, and that everyone can have a good laugh. I can make people laugh. I don't know. It's just the shit I say sometimes. I can make people laugh. I've been told I'm a funny bastard. But whether that I am or not, don't know. It might be just my sense of humour. Not sure. Just give us a sec, guys. I mixed some water with cola, and it's absolutely beautiful. It makes like it tastes like some from Macca's or something, like from a fast food place. It's nice. It's beautiful. And because I'm diabetic, I've got to have the no sugar version, which is actually quite nice. Now on TikTok, on podcast, I should say, I'm actually showing TikTok. If you're diabetic, drink that. It's absolutely incredible. It's Q Cola, absolutely beautiful, no sugar. Okay, it's true. How many times have you come to my live and make me smile and laugh when I was down? Oh, good on you, Nick. But oh, that's nice. So yeah, the reason why I do that, the reason why I make people laugh, because I don't want people to feel the same pain I do. The reason I do that is because I don't want people to experience the shit I do. I don't want people to experience literally the mind-boggling fucking being in prison in your own mind. That is some of the worst things you can ever experience. It is literally the worst thing you could ever do for yourself. It is literally the worst thing you could ever experience. It is the most awful nightmare fucking scenario you would ever come across. I've literally come to some times where I've actually been in bed at night, like I said to you there before. Being at night is one of the toughest times to ever be around someone, or if you're alone, when you're depressed and overthink and you've got depression and all that shit, you've got PTSD. Nighttime is one of the worst times to ever be, especially when you're alone. Now, at nighttime, I tend not to sleep. Last night was the first time I actually had a full night's sleep in probably nearly 2 weeks. full night's sleep. I went to sleep about 11:30 at night. Didn't wake up until about 6:30 this morning. Now, the whole thing is when it comes to mental health as well, is that sleep. No sleep can also make you worse. Now, I'm talking now. I know people say, well, you got to have sleep. Yeah, of course you bloody go have sleep. Jeez, what's wrong with you? You go fucking nuts when you go to sleep. I know. I've done it. Now, the whole thing is that people also say, take a pill. Go to sleep. You know one thing that I used to do to go to sleep? I'll give you one guess. And it starts with a J. But that's just the way it was. That used to help me probably the best way. But the whole thing is I've got these pills now, apparently, that they give them to people with bipolar, and also they give them to people with schizophrenia, ADHD, bipolar, and a couple other things, something. And it's supposed to knock you out. Now, like I said to you, they always slap a pill on you, just to put a Band-Aid on it. But I will say this to you. I've not taken that pill yet. I was actually saying to my mother this morning, what, do you have to be that tired just to get a full night's sleep? Fuck. Now, the thing is that I'd rather sleep during the day because for some reason I feel more safer sleeping in the daytime than I want to do at night. But when I'm in a motel room, I sleep like a baby. Why do you think that is? Because I've had nearly all my trauma happen to me when I was in my bedroom. Everything's been in the house or outside the house, but you know what I mean. What's a full night's sleep? A full night's sleep to me, well, like I said, last night was between 11:30 at night all the way up to 6:30 in the morning. An average night for me for sleep is about 4 hours. 3 hours if I'm lucky. No, 3 hours, 4 hours if I'm lucky, 5 hours I've had a good night's sleep. If not that, well, I don't even sleep during the night. I sleep through the day. And even during the day, I sleep from 7 to about fucking 12 o'clock in the afternoon sometimes. 2 to 4 hours at night for me. Yeah, that's what I mean, mate. The thing that people, like I said, multiple times, is the worst thing to do is sleep. Taking this pill, I'm guaranteed to have a full night's sleep. Now, the whole thing is, guys, is that I have to have sleep. Especially if I'm going to be doing work that I do. There you go, mate. Now, the whole thing is that I do woodwork. I do firewood. So what does that entail? I go out to the bush to cut wood. Now, what do you use to cut wood? Chainsaws. I've got a Stihl MS 391 Farm Boss. It is a powerful chainsaw, enough to rip someone's leg off. I have to have sleep. I gotta be well rested to use a chainsaw. Because you have to. Not just that, but to drive a car as well. There have been so many times where I've actually said to my mother, no, I can't drive because I'm too tired. Next. Yeah, maybe back in the old days, but I'd rather use a chainsaw. I've used an axe before. The chainsaw's a lot more quicker. But the whole thing is that Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. I just cut my trees with a nail file. Oh, Roma. Oh, for fuck's sake, Rome. Phone's ringing, but I could not give a rat's ass about it. At the moment, it's probably a scammer. Probably a freaking telemarketer. But the whole thing is, right, now I'm going to go back to the youth. The whole thing is, right, is that the youth just, they've got nowhere to go. Yep, that's how bad I am. Fucking hell. Pick it up and let's us do the talking. Oh, fuck. Fuck's sake. So, anyway, the youth of today, fuck, I feel sorry for those poor bastards. Like I was saying here before, I didn't have internet. I didn't have too much fucking social media back in my day. I'm 32. I'm an 80s baby, so I was raised up in the early 90s, late 90s. And the thing is of today is that so much shit. Like what we discussed this a little while ago with the Dove commercial with the positivity and that type of shit. But the cyberbullying is just ridiculous. And I was the same, Rome. I was always outside. I was born and raised on a farm. So I used to get up at 5:30 in the morning, go milk cows, come back, have a bit of brekkie, go out again, do some farm work, come back, have dinner, go out again, do more farm work, come back, get ready for milking for the afternoon. But the whole thing is that we always had something to do when we were young. Always had something to do. Even when I was at home, because I was actually on my grandparents' farm to work. But when I was at home, we always had something to do. I was a gamer. I used to love playing games. Still do. And the thing is that this is the thing too, is that some of the things that we used to do, just playing a game with our mates, they used to come around and on the Game Boy, I was on the Game Boy too, playing Pokemon Blue version or Red version, or the Pikachu version or something shit. I used to play that all the time. I used to play on the Nintendo 64. You remember those days? Playing the 64, playing Mario 64. Bring your mates over and just having a ball. Not giving a fuck who won and just having fun. Sitting there with the 4 controllers plugged in and just having fun with it. They were the days. Now, now it's completely different. Now it's just bullshit. I actually refuse to play online. I used to love playing online. You old babies. I played on the Atari. I played on the Sega. The original Sega. And I played on the Atari too. I played on the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, all them. I played on all of them. But the whole thing is that I don't play online anymore because of that reason. I play just normal campaign, play by myself. I don't care. But the whole thing of today, is that online today is just ridiculous. It really is. It fucking is. It's fucking terrible how the online gaming is like today. It's just absolutely bullshit how it's like today. You're getting kids on there, age 10, swearing like sailors, like they're literally swearing, like saying fuck and shit and bloody all sorts of fucking terrible language. I play online. I just don't put my headset on. I don't want to hear the little kids cursing. Yeah, I know, Rome. It's fucking terrible, mate. But I like having it on there because I want to hear the fucking thing, you know? I want to hear what's going on. But bullying. I can't believe I can't say that word right now. Jeez, that's unreal. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean. They say what stuff, their parents in the background. Yeah, I know. But they also hear it from TV as well, mate. They hear it from all sorts of shit. Oh, I can hear with my system. Oh, yeah, I know that, but I usually play with a headset on. I don't actually have a proper gaming headset because I just don't do that shit. Because I play the PlayStation through the Rodecaster, so I play everything through the Rodecaster. But because where's my controller? So this is actually from plugged in to the Rodecaster, so I can actually listen to music, play this, and talk to people all at the same time. So there you go. But I still say the worst games to play online when it comes to this little shit fucking terrible little rascal bastards is Grand Theft Auto. Red Dead Redemption is not too bad. And Call of Duty. Call of Duty, Fortnite, especially bloody Fortnite. I can't stand that bloody game. It's a good game. It's a half decent game. Don't get me wrong, it's half decent. It's been done well and all that type of shit. But the people on there is just ridiculous. Now, you're saying, yeah, but you're talking about mental health. I'm getting to that point. I'm just giving you a bit of a background. Now, when it comes to mental health, is that people on there are getting bullied, constantly bullied. And they are just more or less, okay, hang on a minute. I'm a 90s kid, but I grew up in a small, tiny town. We used to ride our bikes to the fishing hole. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. There's so many different things that you used to be able to do when you were younger back in the 90s. In my time, Rome, I know you're still here because I can see your picture up there. My time was probably nearly very similar to your time. Go outside, do something outside, go fishing, go and explore the bush. That's what we did. We done all that. Growing up on a farm, bloody hell, we used to do all that shit. It used to be fantastic. But it is, mate. It really is. The online game community is toxic. I used to play with a lot of Americans, and they were top blokes. They were very good blokes. But I used to play Battlefield with them all the time, and we got in contact with this Sheila, and she was magnificent. Like, she was really good. I actually wouldn't mind getting back in contact with her because she was a really good woman, and I used to have really good fun with her playing on there. Anyway, so the whole thing is that the online community now is actually worse than what it ever has been. And I hate to say this, but I reckon it's going to get even worse as the time goes by. And it has made a large impact on cyberbullying. Well, I'm actually about to get to that now, mate. It has made a huge impact when it comes to cyberbullying. Huge impact. And Twitch is exactly the same. It really is. I seen this bloke on there. No, this was a while back now. He was a big bloke. Very, very similar to me, but he was a bit bigger than me. He was a big bloke. And he was just just playing his game like everyone does on Twitch. Just play their game and just enjoy their time being on there. What's so hard about that? What's wrong with that? But then this poor bastard was getting so much shit. Oh, you should kill yourself. Oh, no, this is bullshit. Some people who were saying such nasty things to this poor bastard. And I think, how fucking dare you say that? How fucking dare you say shit like that to this poor person? He's just coming on here, just playing his game. And don't worry, there was a lot of people on there giving him support too. There was a lot of good people on there. And what's this? As a Twitch streamer, hang on. As a Twitch streamer, I make the discussion to leave online games and move to single players. Yeah, that's true. That's good. Grizzly Bear, give us a growl. Or grr. Well, yeah, righto. There's always one. The whole thing is too, guys, is the online community now. I'm not saying this for all, but a fucking shit ton of them are just plain and simple toxic. As Bono Snags in the comments here said, it's bad. It really is. It's fucking shocking. And something has to be done. Something really has to be done. And I reckon that if something is not done, more lives are going to be lost. There's going to be more mental issues. There's going to be more problems in the future. The thing is that I reckon there is going to be more problems in the future because we're getting more tech dependent on. We've got VR in the gaming world now. We've got FaceTime. We've got TikTok lives here. There are so many different outlets of online things now that we're getting so fucking dependent on. It's unreal. And it's going to get worse. It really is. It's going to get worse. And the thing is that the governments, the gaming mobs, the gaming companies, everyone has to make, and all the companies that are involved in live streaming, game creation, the gaming platforms, online platforms, and just anything to do with anything when it comes to gaming, tech, or anything like that, like TikTok and like Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and all them bloody type of fucking things. They have to wake up to themselves and literally get onto something. They have to get onto something now. Not later. Not today. Not tomorrow. Just get onto it now. Because people are dying. They are committing suicide. They are doing all this shit. No, I'm not going to give you any fucking percentages. I'm not going to give you any of that shit. No, I'm not. Because I don't fucking have to. Because the evidence is already out there. The thing is that people have to understand it. They have to understand that it is mental health. I'm actually on 83%, so I'm actually going to take the charger off. Just give us a sec. There you go. People have to understand this shit. And hang on, I've got a couple of things here. It's also made it difficult as a streamer to make the community because there are so many bad apples. That's true. All the creators, I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to say. All the creators know what's happening, and I'll say they don't care because it's, mate. I'll donate 100 followers if you give me a guru. No, I'm not, because you're a scammer. Mate. I'm sorry, but no. There's that fucking phone again. The whole thing is, right, money is the biggest thing too. Oh, is it ever. Gaming and online streaming is one of the biggest money grabs of all. Oh, does it ever. Money talks a lot of languages, mate. Money talks a lot. Money does talk. I still say to this day, money is the biggest evil. Money is something that's... If you had 44 billion, you could own Twitter. Yeah. TikTok doesn't ban people who makes them lots of money. Yeah, that's fucking true, Rome. That is so bloody true. And the whole thing is, like I said, money talks. Money corrupts. And I don't give a fuck who you are. Everyone's got their price. I can tell you right now, I fucking don't. You could offer me $100 billion today. If you said to me, right, Matt, here's $100 billion. Yeah, what I got to give you for it? You got to leave everyone behind. You got to live in this house on a island. You get to live there for rent free, but you have to leave everyone that you know to start a new life. You know what I would do to that? I would say get fucked. No. You said everyone has their price? Yeah, mate. Everyone has a price. Everyone has some agenda. It doesn't mean money. It just means something. Everyone has their own price. Whether to sell their soul for something, to sell something, to trade with something. Price does not necessarily have to be money. It can be multiple different things. But if someone said to me, I need you to betray your family so then you can get this, of course you're going to say no. Well, I will anyway. And the thing is, in that person's eyes, what do you mean by that? Oh, it's probably, yeah, anyway. But yeah, everyone has a price, and come on, surely, up to the screen, girl. What in the fuck is your problem, mate? Fuck. Just because I'm named Grizzly Bear on here, there's a reason why I'm called the Grizzly Bear. Fuck's sake. Everyone who knows me knows the reason why I'm called the Grizzly Bear. You just can't. You just can't do it. You can't do. You can't just do something that can only just make someone else happy. This is the other thing too, mate. This is the other piece of advice I'll give you. There's always a time for something. There's always a time to say no to someone. Don't be a yes man. Don't be a yes woman. Don't be a yes being. Wherever the fuck your things are. But the thing is, you can always make up your own mind. This is the thing that took me a long time too. Always make up your own mind on what you want to do, what you want to say, shit like that. Don't let other people tell you what to do. Don't let other people make up your mind for you. Do what you want to do. Say what you want to say. If people don't like what you have to say, that's their fucking problem, not yours. See, here's the thing. I used to know a lot of people on here. A lot of people on here. And the whole thing is they're all gone now. All because I did not say someone's pronouns. Did I not respect them? Now, if any Australians are in here, or anyone who knows of Australian slang, everyone says mate here in Australia. I say mate, I say blokes, I say Sheilas. Now, if you can't understand that, that's your problem. What's this got to do with mental health? A lot. Because today's society has made us walk on eggshells, which leads to anxiety. Now, I understand there are a lot of different sexual preferences out there. I know there's a lot of them. Fuck me, is there a lot of them. But this gender thing is a touchy thing, isn't it? It's a real touchy thing, I reckon. Very, very touchy. Everyone's got these pronouns and all that type of stuff. That's all right. You can have your pronouns, but at the end of the day, you're a Sheila or a bloke, one or the other. I respect it. Not my problem. Just don't come up to me and say to me, I don't feel safe with you, or you're not respecting me, or words like that. Well, don't come near me and drag me down my fucking throat. Sorry. Boy, girl, Sheila, bloke, one or the other. Like I know those people have a lot of depressions and anxieties and that, and mental health issues because people are not respecting that. That's fine. That's all right. No worries. It doesn't mean you have to hate everyone just because you're not fucking getting the right pronouns or the right respect for it. Okay. You don't have to be a fucking asshole about it. Fuck's sake. I don't know. There's been more comments on here. Hang on a sec. I mean, you are President Persistent Flynn. It's not from us, from the US. I got no idea what that is. I got reported on Twitch for saying mate. It's not their pronoun. See, oh shit. See, that's what I mean. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Bloody stupid thing. But yeah, I know. It's just getting to one of those stages now, mate. And I reckon it's getting to one of those stages where society's going to go even more fucking crazier. There's going to be more issues. There's going to be more mental illness. There's going to be more problems. There will be. Oh, yeah, there will be. Like now, I get rated by other channel. I'm obligated to sucks. Their pronouns. That's messed up. Yeah, I know. Okay. If your pronouns and if you're a girl, but you identify as a male, then you're basically saying that you're gay. Oh, fuck, you can't say that either because that's homophobic. I should really make this for the next episode. I'm not too sure. But it's just something, and please don't fucking report me for all this shit, for fuck's sake. Come on. But that's the other thing, is that people can't take a joke anymore. No one has a sense of humour. Because fuck me, you can't have a sense of humour these days. But now I'm going off track. I'll start off with mental health. Now I'm talking about this. So I'm going off track. So I'm actually going to wrap this up. Stay on live because I'm actually going to be I'm going to be sticking on live. I'm actually going to finish off this episode in a sec. And the whole thing is that one thing I will say to you, like I said to you before, always look after each other. No matter who it is, always look after each other. And that's the only thing that you could really do. Give someone a hand when you can. And just give them a hand when you have to. Ask if they're okay. Always be there for them. If they don't want to talk, they will talk eventually. That's it. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you for the next episode. Catch you later on.